You see it everywhere. In movies, in our relationships, even in our own homes. Manipulation. It's that subtle, insidious thing that can leave you feeling like you're going crazy. How do we deal with manipulation? How do we even recognize it when it's staring us right in the face? That's what we're going to talk about today. By understanding these manipulative techniques, you're taking the first step towards taking back control and living a life that's free from being someone else's puppet. You know, I've seen this one play out countless times, and it's a classic. It's called the door-in-the-face technique, and it's all about setting you up for a fall. Here's how it works. Someone asks you for a big favor, something you're almost guaranteed to say no to. They're not really expecting you to say yes, it's all part of the plan. Once you've declined their first request, they hit you with the real request, something much smaller and more reasonable. Because you feel a little guilty about saying no the first time, you're much more likely to say yes to the second, smaller request. It's all about playing on your emotions, folks. Let me give you an example. Let's say a friend asks you to lend them $500. You're a little strapped for cash right now, so you tell them no. Then they come back and ask for $50. See what they did there? Suddenly that $50 doesn't seem like such a big deal, does it? But here's the thing, you're being manipulated. They're using your own guilt and sense of obligation against you. Recognize the game. When someone hits you with an outrageous request followed by a smaller one, don't fall for it. Your time, your money, your energy, those are all valuable, and you get to choose how you spend them. This one's sneaky, folks, real sneaky. It's a subtle form of manipulation that can catch anyone off guard. It's called the yes frame, and it's all about getting you to say yes without even realizing you're being played. It's a psychological trick that can be incredibly effective. It's like they're programming you to agree with them, almost as if you're being hypnotized into compliance. Here's the deal. The manipulator starts by asking you a series of questions that you're almost guaranteed to answer yes to. These questions are designed to be agreeable and non-threatening. These are usually simple, agreeable questions like, "It's a beautiful day today, isn't it?" Questions that are hard to disagree with. Or, "You want what's best for your family, right?" These questions tap into your core values and beliefs. They're nodding along with you, building this sense of agreement and rapport. It feels like a friendly mutual understanding. They're getting you into a yes mindset. This repeated affirmation makes you more likely to continue agreeing. Then, once they've got you saying yes without even thinking, they slip in the real request, the thing they actually want you to do. It's a strategic move. And because you've been conditioned to say yes, you're much more likely to go along with it, even if it's something you wouldn't normally agree to. It's a clever way to bypass your usual decision-making process. It's like they've created this little yes bubble around you and you don't even realize you're trapped. You're caught in a web of agreement. This technique is used all the time in marketing and sales. It's a staple in the toolkit of many salespeople. Think about those infomercials you see late at night. They're masters at using the yes frame. They'll start by bombarding you with questions like, "Are you tired of feeling tired?" Questions that resonate with common frustrations. Or, "Do you want to lose weight without lifting a finger?" These questions are designed to appeal to your desires and pain points. Of course you do. Who wouldn't? It's almost impossible to say no to such enticing questions. And then bam, they hit you with the offer for their miracle product. It's the final step in their strategy. So how do you break free from the yes frame? It's not easy, but it's possible. Be aware of the pattern. Recognize when you're being led into a series of yes answers. Remember, you're in control of your own decisions. Stay mindful, and don't let yourself be manipulated into automatic agreement. This one preys on our fear of missing out, commonly known as FOMO. It's called creating urgency, and it's all about pressuring you into making a decision before you have time to think it through. This tactic is designed to make you feel like you have no other choice but to act immediately. It's like they're holding your brain hostage, forcing you to react instead of think. The pressure can be so intense that it clouds your judgment and makes you feel trapped. Here's the thing. When we feel pressured, we don't make rational decisions. Our brains go into a sort of survival mode, and we end up making choices that we might regret later. We act on impulse, and that's exactly what the manipulator is counting on. They know that if they can get you to act quickly, you're more likely to make a decision that benefits them, not you. They'll create a sense of urgency by telling you that the offer is only available for a limited time, making it seem like you have to act now or miss out forever, or that there are only a few items left in stock, making you feel like you're in a race against time and other buyers. They might even tell you that someone else is interested in the same thing. just to sweeten the pot and make you feel like you need to act fast. This tactic plays on your competitive instincts. It's all about creating a sense of scarcity, of making you feel like you're going to miss out if you don't jump on the bandwagon right now. This fear of missing out can be incredibly powerful. This tactic is often used in high-pressure sales situations like buying a car or a house. These are big decisions and the stakes are high. They'll try to rush you through the process, telling you that you need to sign on the dotted line today or you'll lose out on a great deal. They want you to feel like you have no time to think. But here's the truth, there's always another deal. There's always another opportunity waiting around the corner. There's always another car, another house, another opportunity. The world is full of chances, and missing one doesn't mean you've missed them all. Don't let anyone pressure you into making a decision that you're not ready to make. It's your right to take your time and make the best choice for yourself. So, how do you avoid falling prey to this manipulative tactic? The answer lies in taking control of your own pace. Simple, take a deep breath and slow down. Give yourself the space to think clearly and rationally. Don't let anyone rush you. Remember, you are in control of your decisions. Take your time, do your research, and make the decision that's right for you, not for them. Empower yourself with knowledge and confidence.
You know, we humans are social creatures. We thrive on connection, on being part of something bigger than ourselves. We crave acceptance. We want to be part of the group. It's in our nature to seek out companionship and validation from others. And manipulators, they know this all too well. They understand the deep-seated need we have to belong, and they exploit it. They use our desire for social approval against us, making us believe that everyone else is doing it, so we should too. It's a powerful psychological tactic. This is the power of social proof. It's the idea that if so many people are doing something, it must be the right thing to do. They'll show you testimonials, reviews, and statistics, all designed to make you feel like you're the only one who isn't on board. It's a calculated move to sway your opinion. They'll tell you that 9 out of 10 doctors recommend their product, or that thousands of satisfied customers can't be wrong. It's all about creating a bandwagon effect. They're banking on the fact that you don't want to be the odd one out, the one who's missing out on the next big thing. The fear of missing out is a powerful motivator. Think about those viral products you see all over social media. They spread like wildfire because everyone wants to be part of the trend. Everyone seems to be talking about them. Everyone seems to be using them. It creates a sense of urgency and desire. But here's the thing. You're only seeing what they want you to see. The reality is often very different from the polished image presented. You're seeing the carefully curated highlight reel, not the full picture. It's important to remember that social media is a highlight reel, not real life. Just because everyone else seems to be doing something doesn't mean it's right for you. What works for others might not work for you. Don't let the fear of missing out override your own judgment. Take a step back and evaluate things for yourself. So how do you resist the pull of social approval? Start by questioning everything. Don't take things at face value. Think for yourself. Form your own opinions, and don't be afraid to go against the grain. It's okay to be different. Your individuality is your strength. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Embrace who you are and make decisions that are right for you.
Guilt is a powerful emotion, and manipulators know how to exploit it for their own gain. They'll make you feel like you owe them something, that you're a bad person if you don't give them what they want. They'll use guilt trips, playing the victim, and making you feel responsible for their emotions. They might say things like, "After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me?" Or, "I'm so disappointed in you. I thought you were a better person than this." They'll make you feel like you're letting them down, that you're hurting them with your actions. This tactic is often used in personal relationships, where manipulators use guilt to control their partners, friends, or family members. They'll make you feel guilty for spending time with other people, for pursuing your own interests, or for simply saying no to their demands. They'll try to make you feel like you're responsible for their happiness, and that if they're unhappy, it's your fault. But here's the thing. You are not responsible for other people's emotions. You are not obligated to make them happy, especially if it comes at the expense of your own well-being. Set boundaries and stick to them. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for prioritizing your own needs.
This one's dangerous, folks, really dangerous. It's called gaslighting. And it's a form of emotional abuse that's designed to make you doubt your own sanity. It's like they're slowly erasing your reality, replacing it with their own twisted version of events. Here's how it works. The gaslighter will deny your reality, making you question your own memories and perceptions. They'll tell you that you're imagining things, that you're being too sensitive, or that you're making a big deal out of nothing. They'll twist your words, deny your experiences, and try to convince you that you're the one who's wrong. They'll isolate you from your support system, making you feel like you can't trust anyone but them. They'll use your own insecurities against you, making you doubt your own judgment and abilities. Over time, gaslighting can have a devastating impact on your self-esteem and mental health. You might start to believe that you really are going crazy, that you can't trust your own thoughts or feelings. Gaslighting is a serious form of abuse, and it's important to remember that you're not alone. If you think you're being gaslighted, reach out for help. Remember, you are not to blame for what's happening to you. You are strong, you are capable, and you are worthy of love and happiness. We've covered a lot of ground today, folks, and it's a lot to take in. But the most important thing to remember is this. Being aware of these dark psychology tricks is the first step towards protecting yourself from them. Trust your gut, listen to your intuition, and don't be afraid to walk away from any situation or relationship that feels toxic or manipulative. Remember, you are not alone. If you're struggling with a manipulator in your life, don't hesitate to reach out for support. There are people who care about you and want to help you break free from the cycle of manipulation.